Yo, man, so Kendrick Lamar has doubled back on Drake within a couple of days, and he's speaking to that man to his soul right now, letting him know that he has leaks in his operation, which has been a common thing with Drake for some years. We're gonna get into that. But let's get into what's going on with social media, dog. So people are already breaking down and reacting to how cerebral, how meticulous Kendrick Lamar is being when it comes to approaching this battle right now. So Kendrick Lamar's diss was literally tailor-made, is what they're saying. So Kendrick Lamar's diss track 616 in LA was produced by Soundwave and Jack Antonoff, main producer for Taylor Swift. This man has worked hand in hand with Taylor Swift for some years, definitely helped in the last project that she just dropped. But Kendrick, boy, you are smart, my boy. Now, do y'all remember at the end of Drake's track, his diss, when he said that Kendrick is probably in that apartment working on double entendres and whatnot, you know, quadruple entendres. So homie says Drake asked for all the entendres, LOL. Pac's birthday is 6/16. The OJ charges were submitted on 6/16. The double M glove, man. That's the gloves he got going on right there. Now, producer Knife Wonder chimes in response to this person right here that said, that nigga said, I got the gloves to prove you guilty, nigga. But Knife Wonder says, or it means I murder Caucasians and get away with it. Wow. And they say also, y'all, 6/16 is Father's Day in Canada. The NFR podcast says a possible quadruple entendre. They got Pac's birthday, Father's Day, June 16th. 16 LA signature time stamp record for Drake. A Bible verse 6:16. This verse shows us how dreadful the situation looks to those who experience the Lamb's judgment. I would say the Bible verse 1 may be the reach, because how would y'all know which book to go to? He didn't say a book, you know. So we gonna listen to the song a little later. The Akademiks caught a stray in the song, but that came after catching this direct from Ebro right here for meat riding Drake per se. See what he gotta say.
Uses down to his manipulation of the, because you know Drake manipulates bloggers by double tapping and liking and leaving comments. Yo, Akademiks, he don't fuck with you like that. Shut the fuck up,
Ebro's in a place today.
Pussy.
Ebro's in a place today.
Stop it. He don't fuck with you, but all of y'all think he fucking with you. He doesn't. He does not. He's using you.
Oh, this is abusive today. This is abusive today. Nobody's safe.
But I like the play. It's great wartime play on Drake's part.
Now Kendrick was like, I can see the vibes on Akademiks. This is a little snippet from Ak's reaction, man. Check out Ak's reaction and what he had to say about what Kendrick said about him being compromised.
Yeah, somebody's lying. I can see the vibes on Ak. Even he looking compromised. Let's peel the layers back. Ain't no
nigga, what? Hold up. How am I compromised? Why you say f me for?
A terrible person.
I'm gonna react to that, but let me just keep listening to this song, and we're gonna run this back like twice or 3 times. By the way, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I've liked the mid beef drop or the mid round drops more than the actual drops. I like this whole approach by Kendrick. Yo, I'm gonna basically give you some riddles to figure out how I'm getting all the info about you. You got snakes around you and everybody's using you, and they're happy that I'm destroying you. That's a nice angle. And it's a little bit more in depth than what he did on Euphoria. Euphoria touched on 30 things, didn't go in depth in any real one of them, right? This boy is good. I'm gonna give him his credit. This boy is good. He is good. This is tough. I like it. I like it. I like it. And I don't even think this was, I don't think he dissed me really. I think it was a mention. First and foremost, let me say this. Ak is not compromised. I'll answer that off top. I'm not compromised. For anybody who is wondering, everybody, I've always made clear from day one of me covering hip hop that Drake is my favorite rapper. It's like if you like LeBron, okay? I'm pretty sure it's like Shannon. Well, do you think Shannon Sharp is, well, I know he be wilding. Here's the point. Compromise with me just be flat out lying. Me just saying Kendrick Euphoria is garbage, which it's not. Me saying this is garbage. By the way, I kind of like the song. By the way, what's that sample? We gotta go really like sample digging, and also we gotta break down these lyrics. I don't know. There are many people that I'm realizing can't believe that there's a possibility or a realm where people actually do like Drake's music. They're acting like this is like I don't know. I feel like they almost want the entire culture to just like collapse on Drake, a guy who's been given music for like the last 15 years, being a soundtrack of people's lives. No, there are people who actually like Drake's music, like me. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? It's not being a fake or fraud or on his payroll or nothing of the sort. It's actually liking a nigga's music, liking the style that he usually raps with. There's nothing wrong with that. That's not being compromised. Compromise, as I said, would be flat out lying. You get what I mean? If you want to say it's compromise that I communicate with him, I would love to communicate with Kendrick too. Kendrick is secluded. He doesn't speak to the media. Like, that's not... I always tell every artist should speak with the media, okay? Or if, and by the way, Kendrick doesn't have to necessarily speak with me. He could speak with, I don't know, some West Coast guy and whatever, as long as we get credible information out. Again, I don't think none of that is compromise. I think compromise would literally be, I'm not being truthful about my opinion. This is what I thought about Euphoria versus Push-Ups. I like Push-Ups as a song. I know I'm on the song as a sample, but I like it as a song. Bumps in the Whip. I thought both of them songs, none of them really dissected each other, went too crazy. They both aimed at a few things. I just like the one that's more of a bop. I'm sorry. So I liked Push-Ups more. Now, I told you, this is going to be completely a boxing match, right? I got Drake 10-9 in the first round. We could score this tailor-made versus this. This is like a mid-round fight almost. But I got Drake 10-9. By the way, if you watch boxing, a 10-9 round is kind of close. Maybe you just thought one guy got it a little bit more over the other, okay? This beef won't be decided, or this battle won't be decided by, or clearly decided by 10-9 rounds. Somebody has to come with the knockout punch or the exposal. And I'm not saying that can't be Kendrick. So again, I understand that, you know, people are looking at how amplified the platform is and how amplified my voice is. And because they do know that I'm pulling for Drake, and yes, I'll be very open and honest about that. I'm hoping the rapper who I've been standing for like the last 10 years, I'm hoping he wins. Now, if he loses, I'm still gonna call it because I had to call it with Pusha T. I said he lost that battle. Facts. So compromise, I no, like, you know, if it was something where Kendrick delivered a knockout blow in the first round, I would have said it, be like, damn, yo, Drake he's fucked up. I think Euphoria and this combined back to back, and I'm not too sure if that's what Kendrick meant when he said back to back. I like that record. I'm gonna get back to that for the record. Not too sure if he just meant he was gonna drop back to back or he was gonna tell us something about the back to back track, because a lot of people were almost insinuating that back to back may have been ghost written, which we've never heard until now. We've never heard it. I think Drake got a good amount of shit that he has to respond to, right? And I think Drake's next round, hopefully, is his best round, right? And whatever Kendrick comes with afterwards is probably going to be, you know what I mean, hopefully a good response, or we'll see how that goes. Regardless, this is one thing I do want to say, and this is why, you know, I think that the compromise comment, it is going to get under my skin a little bit, because let's be very clear, all of these rap pundits, they, like, most of them, none of them are, like, again, I'm not even like super young, but most of them are these like 40, 50-year-old dudes who never fuck with Drake already, who always thought Drake broke the codes of what traditional hip-hop was, and they're kind of hoping that this is like some nostalgic, like, oh, okay, the purists are gonna win. I'm like the only vocal person who's like, nah, I fuck with Drake shit. Like, that's the nigga who I've been listening to mostly. You get what I'm saying? Now they're turning it like I'm like just some big biased person. I've seen, like, you know, a bunch of people who will remain nameless because, you know, they had their time in the light and whatever. But most people I see pulling for Kendrick, honestly. So I don't know, because I happen to fall on the other side and I'm not unanimously on Kendrick's side like everybody else seems to be, I'm biased. Am I biased now?
Now I know Akademiks as a fan, with him being able to be in contact with his favorite rapper, it's probably really hard for him not to be compromised. So I get it. I get it. And it kind of also adds to the entertainment factor when you see, you know how it is when Skip Bayless roots for the Spurs or whatever team he's going for, or Shannon Sharp's root for LeBron James, or Skip Bayless root for the Cowboys, then Stephen A. Smith talks shit about the Cowboys. So it kind of makes it fun when one of the commentators is kind of biased, so you could pick on him when his team loses. You have to expect that when it comes to this commentary shit, because that does drive the attention to the music when you have the narratives that follow along with it. So for the entertainment value, sometimes it's the commentator job to spice it up and be a little biased sometimes to evoke some emotion. And it's y'all job to call us meat riders if y'all want to. That's y'all job as fans to continue the banter, say, oh man, you just pandering or whatever. That's y'all job as fans to go ahead and say all that stuff. So let's go ahead and keep the circle of life going, man. But I want to listen to the full track one more time with y'all while we recording this thing, because he was talking some stuff, man, bro. Let's see. We gonna get to some more reactions and commentary around the game after this, but let's listen.
Yeah, there's survival. I think somebody lying, smell somebody lying. I don't see no fire.
Off-white Sunseeker had the marina. Fuck a phantom, I like to buy yachts when I get the fever. Wine cooler, spill on my white t-shirt, the sightseer. Trifecta, money, morals, and culture. That's my leisure, my visa. Passport tatted, I show hub in Ibiza. Luke Callie's dwellings in Brooklyn just to book me some pizza. Who can reach us? Only God can teleport this type of freedom. God, my confession is yours. But who am I if I don't go to war? There's opportunity when living with loss. I discover myself would not fall short. Raise my hands to a falling sky. I fantasize me jumping planets, immortalized. I correspond. 3 angels watching me all the time. Put my children to sleep with a prayer, then close my eyes. Definition of peace. Tell me who gon' stop me. I come from love, and still cover my heart, then open me up. Remember when picked up a pen, lyrics that I can trust. Timid soul, staring in the mirror, asking where I was from often. I know this type of power is gon' cost, but I live in circadian rhythms of a shooting star. The mannerisms of Raphael, I can heal and give you art, but the industry's cooked as I pick the carcass apart. Yeah, somebody's lying, I can see the vibes on act. Even he looking compromised, let's peel the layers back. Ain't no brownie points with being in your chest, harassing ant. Fucking with good people, make good people go to bed. Conspiracies about cash, dog, that's not even the leak. Find the Jews like cash, dog, I just need you to think. Are you finally ready to play? Have you ever, let's see, have you ever thought that OVO is working for me? Fake bully, I hate bullies, you must be a terrible person. Everyone inside your team is whispering that you deserve it. Can't Tussie slide about it, this one is just gonna resurface. Every dog gotta have his day, now living your purpose. It was fun until you start to put money in the streets, then lost money cause they came back with no receipts. I'm sorry that I live a boring life, I love peace, but war ready if the world is ready to see you bleed. The Elohim KTW, no you can't sleep, these images trouble you. Know the wires in your circle should puzzle you. If you were street smart, then you would have caught that your entourage is only to hustle you. 100 niggas that you got on salary, and 20 of them want you as a casualty, and one of them is actually next to you, and 2 of them is practically tired of your lifestyle, just don't got the audacity to tell you. But let me tell you some game, cause I can see you, my little homie. You playing dirty with propaganda, hit blow up on you. You're playing nerdy with Zach Bia and Twitter bots, but your reality can't hide behind Wi-Fi. Your little means is losing steam, they figured you out. The first opinions is not convincing, I need a new route. It's time that you look around on who's around you. Before you figure that you're not alone, ask what Mike would do.
Alright, let's stop it right there, man. That's pretty much the end of the song, dog. Smooth, cool. I love the angle. I love that he did the same thing that Drake did. You try to go ahead and disarm people with like this new middle round in battle rap. It's a middle round that they've created to disarm each other and try to attack angles or neutralize whatever they may say. So ain't no way that Drake could come across that right here and not be thinking. It's the mental warfare that Kendrick is taking with this approach, that he's attacking real things within Drake. When Drake had push-ups, it was so surface level, like, you know, okay, in regards to his height, okay, key, he's short as hell, nigga is short. The shit was funny. I enjoy push-ups a lot. I still enjoy push-ups a lot. And what else he attacked? Oh, he spoke about the deal. Kendrick knows his deal. He knows he's in a very favorable position right now. He's independent, making a lot of money, especially making a lot of money right now. So he knows what the situation is. He doesn't care. He knows there's nothing going on with his wife. He doesn't care. So those things not going to bother him as far as coming from Drake. But Kendrick saying things that he seen Drake speak about as far as him with identity politics, being biracial from Canada, trying to relate with his Black American friends, as he said in that clip that I went over my last video. He knows those things are bothering him. And then after the leaks in his team giving Kendrick information, he's going to think twice about that. He's going to. Y'all let me know what y'all opinion is. But once again, I'm enjoying every single aspect of this beef between both rappers. A conversation is being had by some of the lyrics that Kendrick is spitting. And in particular, you have this one right here. Let me go ahead and pull up Kendrick's lyrics. He says, ain't no brownie points beating your chest, harassing ant. Fucking with good people make good people go to bat. Conspiracies about cash, dog. That's not even the leak. Find the jewels like Cash Doll. I just need you to think. Now with that, let's go back to push-ups. So Drake says this right here on push-ups. He says, yeah, I'm the sixth god, I'm the front runner, referring to his status in Toronto. He says, y'all nigga manager was Chubb's little blunt runner. Chubbs is OVO Chubbs. And he says, claim the six and you boys didn't even come out from it. And when you boys got rich, you had to run from it. Cash blowing able bread out here tricking. Shit he do for bitches, he doing for niggas. Just whip chains, wicked, wicked, wicked. Alright, so they talking about this dude named Cash. In Kendrick's verse, people thought that he was saying Cash Doll, but he wasn't saying Cash Doll, he was saying Cash Dog. Cash is Cash XO, the Weeknd's right-hand man when it comes to business. You know, he also works with Metro Boomin, also works with Future. So Kendrick's calling Drake out for dissing Cash. That's this dude right here. Also works with Travis Scott. Then he says, that's not even the leak. Find the jewels like Cash Doll. I just need you to think. As you can see, rapper Cash Doll claims she lost $500K in car burglary while shooting music video. Now I skipped this line, but let's go back to it. So he says, ain't no brownie points for beating your chest, harassing ant. And he's referring to Drake posting Kendrick's manager, that's Ant right here, leading up to, you know, asking Kendrick to go ahead and hurry up and drop his disc. This is Ant and OVO bags, because you know they say he was Chubb's little blunt roller. Now Rick Ross done tapped in and got a question for Akademiks saying, soon as the cargo land, will Cookie Boy drop the bomb? And he also posted this on his story saying, BBL Drizzy, a second distance hit the tower. Hell no. Okay, now back to Kendrick Lamar's lyrics. He says, are you finally ready to play Have You Ever? Now that's a callback to Euphoria. We're in this line right here. He says, have you ever played Have You Ever? Okay, nigga, let's play. Have you ever walked your enemy down like with the poker face? Have you ever paid $500,000 like to an open case? X, Y, and Z type shit. So Kendrick in this says, are you finally ready to play Have You Ever? This nigga acting like he saw some shit. He acting like this saw. Are you finally ready to play Have You Ever? Let's see. Have you ever thought that OVO was working for me? Fake bullies, I hate bullies. You must be a terrible person. Everyone inside your team is whispering that you deserve it. Can't Tootsie slide up out of this one, it's just gonna resurface. Every dog gotta have his day, now living your purpose. Boy, for all my dogs reference. It was fun until you started to put money in the streets, then lost money because they came back with no receipts. I'm sorry that I live a boring life. I love peace, but war ready if the world is ready to see you bleed. Bro, they got Drake reading a text message saying, yeah, man, he just went to the park and worked out, then he stopped by the bookstore. Nothing out of the ordinary, boss, man. The Elohim KTW. No, you can't sleep. These images trouble you. Know the wires in your circle should puzzle you. The wires in your circle should puzzle you? Man, come on, bro. If you were street smart, then you would have caught that your entourage is only to hustle you. 100 niggas that you got on salary, and 20 of them want you as a casualty, and one of them is actually next to you, and 2 of them is practically tired of your lifestyle, just don't got the audacity to tell you. But let me tell you some game, cause I can send you my little homie. You playing dirty with propaganda, it blow up on you. You playing nerdy with Zach Bia and Twitter bots. Now how would he know that? How would he know that, bro? What he's speaking in that verse sounds too familiar, dog. Pusha T once tweeted this. You got 100K floating around for info, can't no amount of money create skeletons that don't exist. So Drake was even doing it with Pusha T, trying to put money out here, trying to get info on him for his diss. And then that line, you're playing nerdy with Zach Bia and Twitter bots, but your reality can't hide behind Wi-Fi. Your little memes is losing steam. They figured you out. They figured him out, I guess. They figured him out. So this is dude Zach Bia right here, and these are some bots that they're alleging. Kendrick Lamar air fry salamander excrement. Kendrick Lamar air fry salamander excrement. So it's always these weird bots I remember at one point in time, it was some weird ass box about Pusha T's a salamander. It's always some weird box in favor for OVO. I don't know the hell its purpose, but it's weird as hell. And sometimes they infiltrate hashtags. It's weird. It's weird. But like I said, Kendrick only had to know that from leaks for real in Drake's system. Pusha T himself referred to leaks here on the Joe Budden podcast.
Said again, and back to the show and just addressing those things.
Please.
The information came from 40. It didn't come from Kanye. At all.
Okay.
40 is sleeping with a woman who begins to, he talks to her daily, 5-6 hours a day.
Oh, she must have a great personality.
Yeah, bruh. Come on. Listen, talks to a woman 5-6 hours a day, provides opportunity for.
Provides opportunity
for.
He's a great guy.
And ultimately speaks about how he's disgruntled about certain things, notoriety and things involving Drake and his career, so on and so forth.
To this young lady.
Yes. With that also came the fact that Drake has a child. With that also came the trip that everybody took to go see the child and bring them gifts and all of this information. She divulged this information.
She has a great personality.
That's where it came from. Now, I never told nobody that. I never said that to anybody. And I never put that out there because the way I see, it was so much power in silence, number one. Then, number two, I was being spiteful. Being spiteful. You got, you apologizing. What are you apologizing for, sir? You didn't give me nothing. You didn't give me anything in regards to, aiding in this drama. Nothing.
Did he apologize to Push?
No.
I don't think you was included.
No.
Oh.
Ye apologizing.
Yeah. No. Oh. Yeah. Got it.
So 40 was a leak. Back then, and it seemed like what Push saying right there, 40 may fit the bill again with what Kendrick's saying. I'm just trying to draw some correlations. It's crazy. All right, so Jill Scott is chiming in saying lyrics, thought pictures float. She's enjoying it. Homie said Kendrick standing outside the embassy like this right here.
Come to the street, bro. I will beat your motherfucking ass,
Yeah. All right, Ebro says Kendrick don't give two ish about you needing a club banger. This rider music, underground fan heat. So have you ever thought OVO is working for me? And this is the your homeboy, your tag team partner hit you in the back with a chair. But Money Jones says I can only think of one person who hates me like Dot hates Drake, and thank goodness that dude can't rap, cause my God, this man is relentless. Pete Rosenberg says, don't be mad at me because I knew Drake was a GOAT so early. But Rosenberg, you also gave Kendrick some powerful ammo with this clip right here from Drake very early, telling him he's going to be so big because he's a Jew.
So let's talk about you being Jewish real quick.
Let's do that.
Because a lot of people think that, like, Asher's Jewish.
Right.
He's not. His dad's Jewish. He doesn't really identify. All loves to Jews, but he's not Jewish.
Yeah.
You, on the other hand...
But he wasn't there. He didn't read his portion, first of all.
You didn't have a bar mitzvah.
Come on. Are you serious?
You had a... Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Just tell it. You don't understand how big you're about to be in the Jew world. Right?
You don't understand how big.
Yo,
First of all, I live in an all-Jewish area, so
where is that?
Forest Hill.
Okay.
I went to a predominantly Jewish school growing up. I definitely had a bar mitzvah in an Italian restaurant, mind you.
My lord.
Yeah.
A nice Italian restaurant?
A very nice Italian restaurant. The song of the night was Backstreet Boys' I Want It That Way.
You are younger than me.
Yeah.
I forget about that.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I was in there. I was in synagogue. I had my yarmulke on.
Hebrew school, the whole nine? You did? No Hebrew school?
I cheated. I didn't really.
So you just did that? No. Your parents are nice.
Yeah.
So they let you do the bar mitzvah without having to do the fucking Hebrew school. So your mom's Jewish.
My mother's Jewish. And we have great Jewish dinners like Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur.
First text message you ever sent me. Good Shabbos.
Yep, good Shabbos.
He kept it real.
Yep.
Have you gotten approached yet by like the Jewish media yet?
No, I haven't gotten approached by the Jewish media, but somebody today, who I won't mention, was like, you know how big you're gonna be? And I was like,
wait, was that me 5 minutes ago? You're talking about I remember saying that.
Somebody's like, you know how big you're gonna be? And he's like, this has never happened before. It's like every Jew is going to just like really embrace.
Well, here's the thing. There are Jews like my dad who like cling to like the biggest reaches. Yeah. Like, you know who's Jewish? Matt Damon. I'm like, no, he's not, Dad. He's definitely not Jewish. And like people reach, and the fact that you actually identify, that's gonna be like, that's gonna be big.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
You're doing something that I could never do.
Do with that what y'all want to. Do with that what y'all want to, man. They saying the OVO staff meeting looking crazy right now. And they got a classic Martin scene with the dog. That's a funny ass scene when Martin was trying to find out what happened to a CD player, dog. That was I think the Walkman, CD player, one of the two. All right, so Akademiks is actually asking Charlamagne advice about how to not be compromised, bro. This is cool. This is cool to see how this shit breaks down because listen, I'm in the damn same world, so I want to see how this shit goes. Y'all about to see me do some homework, do some research.
So I do have like a little built-in bias because yeah, I do like the guy's music a lot. It says, yo, I think Ak is compromised. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, that's one of the, you know, I do have like a little built-in bias because yeah, I do like the guy's music a lot, right?
You're a Drake fan. It's okay. You're a Drake fan. It's okay.
But I want to be fair though. Like I want to be like, I'm now after even this record, I'm like, how could I go out of my way to try to make sure I'm not trying to like, if Drake loses this like battle or altercation, I don't want to be the guy who's like the one delusional nigga who's like, yo, you know what I mean? Like,
yo, Ak, what's the one thing I've always told you since you know me? A piece of advice Wendy Williams gave me that I always give you. It always say.
It's been a lot.
You're gonna be of the industry.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be of the industry or of the people. That's a fact, 100%.
And that's what, and you gotta always remember that because at the end of the day, we still human. So yeah, you're gonna have your picks, right? You're gonna have people that you actually rock with. If you ride around listening to Drake's music and you a super Drake fan, that's your guy. I'm a Kendrick guy. I've always said I feel like Kendrick is the leader of this new generation. I like what Kendrick stands for. When it comes to albums like Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, I'm on record saying I think in the future people are gonna look at that album and say that album and Jay-Z's 444 are two of the most important hip-hop albums of all time, if not the most important. But that's just where I'm at in my life. You know what I mean? I like the things that he's talking about. I like that he's talking about Mr. Health on Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. I like that he's talking about, you know, doing right by his wife. I like the fact he's talking about mindfulness and issues with his pops. Like, that's where I'm at in my life. So I appreciate that album a little bit different. But even with that, I still got to be objective. So when Push Up came out, I'm just listening for the bars. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. That was a great record. That was a phenomenal response from Aubrey Graham. Kendrick Lamar's like that.
And one thing I want to say, because these are the vets, but you can't care about what people think. You should be able to have your opinion and don't give a fuck what people think. I try my best to be as honest with my thoughts, and a lot of these things I'm enjoying because what you expect from the big three. You know, I enjoyed every single record that's came out, even 7 Minute Drill, because these are the best. They're the best, especially compared to everyone else putting out music. No one's rapping at this level in today's game. Even the other ones that's not on that level, or as far as the height of the career, as far as success-wise, like Benny the Butcher or Symbol or X, Y, and Z. Comparison to Drake, Kendrick, and J. Cole, they get washed every single goddamn time. I don't give a damn what you say. That's my thoughts, and that's how I feel about that. So these dudes are rapping. I'm enjoying every bit, and one day I may say, when I hear the song, rap push-ups, it sounds great. Shit, Ross is jumping in this shit, that shit sound great. Champagne Moment, that shit sound great. What's Kendrick shit sound great. All this shit sound hard. And then you have to go to other things to go ahead and find different details to say, okay, what will separate this one based on that one on my scorecard with the way I grade things. And that's what makes me put Kendrick in the lead, because I do have to go to the next step to separate the two as far as, okay, the way that they're attacking each other, I think this approach wins in my eyes. Someone else may have a different, and that's okay, because you can't be wrong, because everyone giving us entertaining shit at the end of the day. But let me keep listening.
I think Euphoria is a phenomenal response to, you know, push-ups and to Taylor Made. I really do, just because I like the way Kendrick approached it, because Kendrick is coming from a more healed perspective. And he's looking at Drake when he says to Drake, like, yo, you know, I see the boy, but where's the man at? Like it's a psychological evaluation of where he thinks Drake is at in life. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's not true, but I thought it was a good approach.
Listen, so I had Carl Cherry on earlier, and by the way, I agree with you.
I'm gonna stop it right there. You guys go watch Akademiks. I just wanted to hear, you know, those little things. I gotta go watch it myself when I get some free time. But hey, man, interesting to say the least. I'm loving all this shit, bro. I just love hip hop. The person that I thought was gonna be the person come out on top of this battle, J. Cole, he sat down. So right now, I'm just an observer that's saying like, damn, what's coming, pause. But it's like, it's all dope to me, man. But y'all gotta let me know what y'all gotta say in the comment section below. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here though. This is another update with Stace. Yo.